My fiancé said, "You don't trust me." I replied, "I'm done with Fuzzy." Then I canceled the venue, cut her off my cards, changed the Wi-Fi, packed my stuff, and I just smiled, because months later her work husband took $40,000 and vanished. Original post: I am 33, male. My fiancée, Jessica, is 30. We were together almost for years. No kids. We rented a one-bedroom near the train where the morning horn sounded like a tired alarm. I work in network security for a bank. Jessica works in sales at a software company. She is sharp. She talks fast and makes friends in a line for coffee. It felt simple at first. 6 months after we got engaged, she got a new role, bigger goals, bigger dinners. She mentioned a work husband, Tyler. It was a joke at first. She said he was harmless. He had a wife, a dog, and a workout streak. I laughed along. I did not love the phrase, but I did not want to be the guy who polices nicknames. Small things stacked up. He started texting late. She said it was pipeline triage. He started picking her up for lunch. "It's on the way," she said. He started stopping by our place for 5 minutes to drop swag boxes or grab notes before early flights. He began sitting at our table using our Wi-Fi while she took a shower before events. I would come home to find him at my laptop chair saying, "Hey, man," like we shared a dorm. My stomach did the small twist I trust. I asked for a boundary. "No more inside the apartment when I'm not here," I said. "He has an office. He can meet you there." Jessica called me insecure. "You're trying to control me," she said. "Tyler is the closest thing I have to a partner at work. He gets it." I kept calm. I did not argue. I started writing things down. Date, time, who came by, why. When she rolled her eyes, I went quiet. I do better with paper than with fights. The detail that cut through came on a Thursday. Jessica said she and Tyler had a late client dinner in Midtown. She sent a photo of a table setting at 8:40. Fancy napkin, bread plate, 2 wine glasses. The time stamp said 8:02 p.m. A small mismatch, but I live in logs, I noticed. At 10, I opened our building's camera app. We have a lobby cam that sends motion clips to my phone. There she was at 9:12 p.m. in a red blazer, Tyler behind her. They walked past our lobby couch and into the elevator. She had said dinner is running late. I watched the clip twice. I set the phone down. I listened to the apartment hum. I wrote the time down in my notebook. I took a screenshot of the dinner photo with the metadata and a screenshot of the lobby clip. I opened a folder on my laptop called Jessica Boundaries. I put everything in there, not to blast anyone, to tell the truth to myself later. I did not confront that night. I sent a text, "Hope dinner's good." She wrote back a heart. I put my pen down and made tea. That was my first action, not a scene. A plan. Update 1, 2 days later I asked to talk, daylight. No music, kitchen table, phones face down. "I want to check facts," I said. I slid the screenshots across. "You told me you were at dinner in Midtown. You came home at 9:12 with Tyler. Why?" I did not raise my voice. I did not add adjectives. She blinked. Then the quick stories came. "We left early. The client canceled dessert. Tyler felt sick. He needed water. We stopped here for 5 minutes to grab my jacket for the after party. It's not a big deal." "You said dinner was running late," I said. "You sent a photo with a time that did not match." I tapped the folder. "This is a pattern. Late texts inside our home, jokes about being work spouses. I asked for a boundary. You called me insecure. I'm not mad. I am done with Fuzzy." Her face went flat. "You don't trust me," she said. "I can't breathe with all these rules. Tyler is my friend. If you loved me, you would support me." "I do support you," I said. "I will not share my living room with your work husband. We are engaged. If you need him this much, we are not on the same path." I slid another paper across, a copy of the venue contract, the deposit date, the refund window. "If you want to keep us, you cut him out of our house, full stop." She looked past me at the window. "You are giving me an ultimatum," she said. "I won't be controlled." "I am setting a boundary," I said. "Choose him as a partner at work if you must, but not as a third person in our home." She stood. "I choose my career," she said. "Tyler helps me win. You don't get it." "I get it," I said. "We're over." I kept my voice steady. I'll cancel what I booked. We'll split unrecoverable costs. Please return the ring on Sunday at 11 at the cafe on 3rd. We'll do logistics by email only." She laughed once, small and sharp. "You're dramatic," she said. "You'll regret this." "I'll sleep," I said. I packed a small bag and stayed at my friend's for 2 nights so we could both breathe. I did not post. I did not call Tyler. I opened my checklist and started crossing items. Update 2, Monday morning I emailed the hall. Deposit lost, fine. I canceled the caterer, half back. The DJ was a friend, he texted, no worries. I sent 3 short messages to family. Wedding is off, I'm safe, I'll call later. I took the day off and booked a consult with a small lawyer near the courthouse. I did not want a war, I wanted rules. The lawyer confirmed the ring in our state is a conditional gift. No wedding, ring returns to the giver. He told me to request it calmly and in writing. He told me to protect my accounts. He told me to gather receipts with dates. Courts like boring, he said. I can do boring when it matters. I opened a new bank account and moved my direct deposit. I removed Jessica as an authorized user on my card. I changed the Wi-Fi password. I exported our shared spending and highlighted vendor payments I'd made. I printed the lobby clip still with the timestamp, the dinner photo with metadata, and my notes page where I had written dates. I made a move-out list: couch, desk, books, coffee grinder. She could keep the bed and dresser she loved. Jessica went loud online. Some men can't handle a woman with drive. She posted over a boomerang from a rooftop. Hearts, fire emojis. A mutual sent it to me. You want me to respond? He asked. No, I wrote. Let it pass. Tyler showed up at our door one afternoon while I was off work packing books into boxes. He had on a branded vest and a grin he might wear to a kickoff. Can we talk man to man? He said. No, I said. I kept the door chain on. This is between me and my ex. Please do not come to my home again. He rolled his eyes and walked away, muttering something about small mindsets. I wrote the time down and added it to the folder. 2 days later, Jessica moved into an apartment across town. She sent an email saying she'd return the ring when she felt respected. I replied attaching the lawyer's note and a simple receipt form. Please drop the ring Sunday, 11 a.m. 3rd Street Cafe, I wrote. I'll sign a receipt. She did. No speech, no heat. Work kept me steady. Logs and tickets do not care about breakup noise. My manager asked if I needed days. I said I had a plan. He nodded and told me to document more than I thought I needed. That is my kind of language. Jessica's friends tried the group chat play. Be a bigger man, one wrote. Let her have friends. I did not reply. I archived the thread. I breathed. By month's end, my apartment had a bed, a couch I bought used, and a key bowl by the door. I slept through the night for the first time in weeks. Update 3, 4 months passed. The air got colder. The noise died. Then a text came on a Tuesday night. Frank, can we talk? Jessica wrote. Emergency. I sent one reply. Public place. 30 minutes, noon tomorrow, cafe. She arrived on time. No makeup. Hair in a knot. Hands tight around a cup. She looked like someone whose world had tipped and was still sliding. I made a mistake, she said. Her voice had no spin. Tyler and I started something. He said he was leaving his wife. He said we could build a team. He asked me to front money for a deal he couldn't place inside the company. $40,000. He would pay me back after a bonus hit. I let silence sit for a beat. And now, I said. He disappeared, she said. He quit last week. His phone is off. His email bounces. He took everything from his apartment. I called his wife. She hung up. I filed a police report, but the detective said it might be civil. I feel sick. I am going to lose the lease. I don't know what to do. I looked at the table. I'm sorry this happened to you, I said. What do you need from me? She took a breath. I needed you to know, she said. And I need a place to stay for a few weeks while I figure things out. We were engaged. I made a mistake. I see that now. You were stable. You were kind. Please. I watched my hands. They were steady. I'm not that place, I said. We ended clean. This is a consequence of your choices and his. I won't be a landing pad. Her eyes filled. She nodded. I deserve that, she said. I'm scared. You have family who love you, I said. Ask them. File the report. Freeze anything he touched. Talk to HR if company systems were involved. Get a lawyer consult at the legal clinic. Do not sign anything alone. She tried one last line. We were good once, she said. We could try again. We were only good when my boundary was a joke, I said. I hope you recover. I will not be part of your plan. She sat there for a minute, then stood. I'm sorry, she said. You deserved better than the way I talked to you. She left. The bell over the door made its small noise. I finished my coffee. Final update, it has been a year since Tyler's 5 minutes turned into my line in the sand. My life is small in the right way. I moved to a one-bedroom on the second floor of a brick building with loud radiators and good morning light. I run before work on a loop that passes a bakery and 2 dogs who hate scooters. I keep my jacket on the same hook. I keep my passwords long and my budget simple. Work is steady. I built a playbook that cut our incident response time in half. My boss gave me a small raise and said, "You make chaos quiet." I like that sentence. It feels like a job and a life. Jessica did not get Tyler back, the money back, or the story she wanted. HR opened a review after she reported what he did, mostly to make sure no systems were misused. No one accused her of fraud. They moved her to a different team. She took a pay cut and a different quota. She sent one email months later with a short line. I'm paying off debt. I'm in therapy. I wanted you to know I'm not blaming you, she wrote. I'm sorry. I wrote back, I hope you heal. That was all. Tyler, from what I hear, left the state. The $40,000 did not come back. Jessica's friends fell quiet when there was no free dinner. That is how some circles work. I am glad to be out of that circle. People ask where the revenge is. They want a video of the lobby clip played at a party. They want me to send emails to her new boss. They want lines that sting. I do not have that. My revenge looked like a folder. It looked like a calm talk at a kitchen table where I slid a screenshot and asked a plain question. It looked like canceling a venue, returning a ring with a receipt, changing a Wi-Fi password, and sleeping well. I started going to a Thursday board game night at the library. It is quiet and full of people who read rulebooks. There I met someone named Maya. She is a civil engineer who loves bridges and hates flimsy chairs. We stacked tiles, made bad jokes, and walked to the bus together after. On our third coffee, I told her the short version. My ex chose her work husband and called me insecure. He took $40,000 from her and vanished. I ended our engagement before the crash. I am careful now, she said. Careful is not bitter, it's wise. We wrote 3 rules in a shared note. No third-party intimacy. Say hard things early. Protect the house. We are not rushing. We plan small things. A hike, a soup night, a weekend trip where the only ambition is to finish a book and not check email. When the talk turns to work, we ask each other, is this about us or about your office? It helps. One Sunday, my nephew asked why Jessica does not come around. I said, we wanted different rules about trust. He said, like sharing controllers, and I said, something like that. He went back to building a tower out of blocks. I kept one thing from that messy year, not the ring, not the lobby clip. A page from my notebook where I wrote 4 lines in a block hand after the night I saw the mismatch. See the pattern. Write it down. Protect the key. Leave clean. It sits under a magnet on my fridge next to a grocery list that says eggs, rice, apples, tea. When I reach for the list, I see it. It does not make me angry. It makes me steady. If you are where I was, here is what helped. Believe the small twist in your stomach. Ask for a boundary once, clear and kind. When words and timestamps do not match, do not argue yourself out of sight. Put proof in a folder, not on a feed. End it in daylight. Cancel what needs canceling. Split what must be split. Keep your voice low. Sleep. Jessica chose ambition tied to a man who sold her air. I chose a small life built on things that do not move when you poke them. Stability. Honesty. A key that turns. A person who looks at me, not over my shoulder. Sometimes I walk past our old building. The lobby couch is still there. The camera still blinks red. I do not look up. I keep walking to a place where the Wi-Fi password is mine, the door shuts soft, and the table holds mugs for 2 and no extra chair for a third-person story. That is enough.